Sir, please state and spell your name for the record.
Yes, it's Stephen Smith. Stevennsmith.
Are you employed?
Yes.
What is your application?
My occupation is a senior accounting manager.
Place of employment?
Place of employment is Smith and Barney LLC accounting firm in Chicago, Illinois.
Sir, what is your present title?
Senior audit manager.
Sir, please describe briefly the subject matter of your specialty.
I'm a certified public accountant CPA. I specialize in accounting, tax, and financial planning and analysis.
And do you have any specializations within that field?
Yes, I've been an accountant for more than 12 years now.
And what academic degrees do you hold, and from where do you obtain them?
Yes, I actually graduated summa cum laude from Indiana University with an accounting degree and a minor in finance back in 2006.
Are you licensed? What license and which states?
Yes, actually, I hold a certified public accounting license from 3 states: Indiana, Illinois, and Virginia.
And the length of time you've been licensed?
I've been licensed for about since actually the beginning of 2008.
And how long have you been practicing in this field?
As I said earlier, about 12 years.
What positions have you held since completing your formal education, and the length of time in each of those positions?
Oh wow, I've had quite a few positions. I started actually as an accounting technician. That was for about a year and a half. Then I did another 2 years as an accountant. Then after that, I moved to a senior accountant role. And then that was for about 1.5 years, after which I decided to I had a little bit enough of accounting, so I wanted to get a little bit more of FP&A experience. So I went in as a financial analyst for about 2 years. Then after that, I was promoted to senior financial analyst for another 2 years, finance manager for 2 years, and then now I'm a senior accounting manager, mainly audit manager, for the last 2 years.
Okay. And in this current position, what duties and functions do you hold?
I'm responsible for really preparing taxes for several outside firms. I'm also responsible for conducting audit at several Fortune 10 companies that we work with. It might involve anything from, managing a team of more than 10 auditors who come to the firm and ensure companies adhere to general accounting principles, GAAP. If a firm follows something other than GAAP, say international financial reporting standards, I ensure, along with my team, that they also comply. And also in my audits, I look for irregularities, anomalies in the financial data.
Can you reconfirm the length of time you've had in your current position?
Yeah, I've held this position for about 2 years now.
And have you conducted any personal examination or testing?
Yeah, actually, each of my audit requires my team and I to conduct rounds of interviews with management and lower level analysts to fully understand the financial policies the firm has implemented, which need to conform either to GAAP or IFRS. We look for irregularities or anomalies, and we work with the firm to understand these items and come up with recommendations on how to address these items and ensure that they don't happen again. Really working with the teams throughout in these firms, yeah.
And of these tests or examinations, how many were conducted by you, and when and where were they conducted?
Yeah, my team of auditors provide me with a daily detailed report that highlights findings, including irregularities, anomalies, and recommendations. I review these thoroughly with my auditors, and I come up with a detailed summary to present to the audited firm. When they were conducted about for the firm that we're here discussing today about 4 months ago.
Oh. And what teaching or lecturing have you done in your field?
I volunteer at my local community college to students who aspire to be CPAs. I really enjoy doing that a lot on my free time.
Where and when do you lecture or teach?
Yeah, so I work in the city, but I live in the suburbs, so I do it mainly at McHenry County College in Crystal Lake, Illinois.
Do you have any publications by yourself in this
Um,
field?
Really, none at this time. I'd love to have a little bit more time, but my job really takes a lot out of me, so I do not have any at this time. And also with my volunteer work, I don't really have as much time to do such a thing.
And do you have any affiliations such as memberships or with professional societies, associations, and any special positions in that?
Yeah, actually, I'm involved with the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants. I volunteer as a speaker in a lot of their workshops held throughout Illinois for those aspiring to become CPAs and auditor. I also volunteer with the Hispanic College Fund in order to make the Hispanic community more aware about careers in finance and accounting.
And what are the requirements for membership and advancement within these organizations?
Yeah, so the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants, to be a regular member, you have to qualify for, regular membership in the ACPA. You have to possess a valid CPA certificate issued by the authority of a state. You have to pass the CPA exam, complete about 120 hours of continuing professional education every 3 years, practice in a firm enrolled in an approved practice monitoring program, and then you have to, of course, agree to abide by the AICPA bylaws and Code of Professional Conduct.
Mm-hmm. And have you received any acknowledgements, honors, or awards in your field?
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot that I've received throughout my professional career. Some of the ones that stand out include a Chairman Award from Smith and Barney, who I work with, for outstanding performance in launch of best-in-class audit preparation program, as well as a President's Award for successful audit feedback from each of the firms that we work with.
And how many times have you been testimony in a court or as an expert witness in your field?
Yeah, I think about 4 times.
And are you available for consulting to any party, state agencies, law enforcement agencies, or defense attorneys?
I enjoy my job very, very much, and I'm definitely always fully available. And enjoy my time participating in these endeavors.
Your Honor, pursuant to Rule 702, I'm tendering Stephen Smith as a qualified expert witness in the field. Where did there come a time where you were engaged in this case?
Yes, my team and I conducted the audit of the firm's financials. For sure, yeah.
And when was that?
That was about 4 months ago.
And how much per hour are you charging in this case?
Unfortunately, I can't discuss those items without client consent. So I don't know. I'd have to have that as a follow up and really get the client's consent on that.
Okay. After you were engaged, did you review any book or records of ABC Corporation?
Yes, we fully reviewed their books as part of the required audit.
Which records were they?
Things like income statement, including, purchasing documents, tax documents, accounting entries, invoices, payroll, among other things. Looking at the cash flow statement, balance sheet, and then capital statements as well.
After reviewing the records, did you have any observations?
We did find some irregularities, which we did present to the senior management about some invoices paid out that we didn't find to be conforming to, GAAP, and we found some irregularities in these invoices.
Oh, were there any irregularities?
Yes, there were.
Can you explain how you determined where the irregularities were?
Yeah, we took about 500 invoices paid out from the last 3 years and implemented Bedford's law, which essentially states that in any large randomly produced set of natural numbers, such as table of logarithms or corporate sales statistics, around 30% will begin with the digit 1, 18% with the digit 2, and so on, with the smallest percentage beginning with number 9. So really, Bedford's law provides a data analysis method that can help alert us CPAs to possible errors, potential fraud, manipulative biases, costly processing inefficiencies, or other irregularities.
So what was it about your review based on Bedford's law which made you believe that there were irregularities?
Yeah, actually, there were about 16 invoice-based payments beginning with the number 789 in material dollar values, which we fully investigated, and little was known about the receiver of the payment, and the address was made to a post office box, which we found to be an anomaly and a little bit strange. From my previous experience, these have led, especially the PO box, have led to fraudulent transactions.
Right. So, based on your experience as a certified public accountant examiner, do you frequently see numbers ending in high digits repeatedly?
Yeah, I think for the most part, correct. We deal with a lot of Fortune companies who may have thousands of invoices that some may have larger digits, such as 789, which is the reason why we have to do trend analysis and compare large data sets, especially versus prior years. We isolate these data sets and look at how often these large numbers appear, and then we try to isolate the data by these digits, and then I have the auditors then dig in detail.
So, how long have you been reviewing documents like these books and records?
For almost a decade and some years now.
So, in your opinion, do you believe these records naturally had these numbers?
Um, well, not really naturally.
Do you believe since these numbers do not appear naturally as distributed in nature, you believe someone falsified these documents?
I believe an investigation definitely needs to happen further by the authorities as we are dealing with material invoices that really could have been fraudulent due to paid to a shell company and also a PO box exists. And we further noticed some included names of people who had worked there previously and are no longer there. We think also maybe some have been cashed by a family member. So there's definitely further investigation that needs to happen, from the authorities.
No further questions, Your Honor.